come reach.
Yay!
Systems start from under £200 when you buy a professional.
And Bangladesh striking quite early, and that's exactly what they were after. Needed a wicket, needed to try and create pressure at the top. Now slip and that gully in. Hassan Mahmood to Nishan Madushka. Again, that time it stays down. That's the second time that he went after deliveries that were wide of the off stump.
Certainly the shot was on. Jag back. Surprise Pathum Nissanka with pace as well as movement. The last 4 innings he has played at the R. Premadasa Stadium, 2 in this series, 2 in February against Australia. The scores of 4, 6, 0 and 6 again. Beg your pardon, 5 today. But the last 4 ODIs, not so happy hunting when it comes to Pathum Nissanka. In the test matches is a different story. 200s back to back. But certainly, I think both the occasion, Tanzim Hassan, Shakib, set him up beautifully. First test match, plenty of dot deliveries, caught behind. This occasion, just the first ball, he jagged back. Now it was a good decision by the umpire.
Moment, I thought it was going down the leg side and maybe bouncing, but it was an umpire's call. It stayed with the umpire. But yes, as you said, it rushed him a little bit, did him for pace.
He trapped the front foot, Roshan. I thought initially, live action, when I thought probably the height, but the way it was struck to the pad, just has to be. This is good shot. Oh, creamed it. That is where Nishan Madushka loves it. With on offer and gives the full treatment.
Very, very strong square of the wicket. That just went off the middle of the bat. That was hit with so much of power. He was waiting for it. Short and wide and beautifully done. And that will release a lot of pressure. There were deliveries that were bowled around that off stump, hitting that bat hard with the movement. But this was short and wide. That was what he was after. Even those 2 previous deliveries, this time managed to strike the middle of the bat. Oh, that's well bowled. That's a good comeback. That's a really good comeback. Keeper's excited.
It's the length. The boundary delivery. Previous delivery was short outside the yaw stump. Just set up. Asking to be put away. In middle of the bat. Creamed it. And the next delivery, it was fuller. Beautiful length. And had to play at it. That's one area that Nishan Madushka do struggle. Even up in the red ball cricket he has played, that's where most of the sides have to target Nishan Madushka. Remember, there is movement, he struggles a bit. I think this is where the Bangladeshi side have done their homework, all into a lovely channel.
You're right, and he was moving as he was playing at that shot. That delivery that went past the outside edge. Definitely that area just about the 4th or 5th stump line. Yeah, he tends to sort of be a little bit tentative. Anything short and wide or closer to the stumps, he will enjoy it. 5 of 9 with that boundary. Last ball of the over. That's a good line, and that's a good way of dealing with it. Leaves it alone. 10 for 1. Well, Nissanka dismissed quite early by Tanzim. Out for 5, Madushka. Got a boundary in that last over. 5 not out. Kusal Mendis hasn't faced the ball. Bangladesh on the attack. Tanzim, who got that wicket of Pathum Nissanka. Straight away, that's a very good length to bowl to Kusal Mendes. Had him pushing, found the outside edge.
Steaming in, isn't he? Tanzim Hassan. 140 clicks. Meaning business. India Hassan Miraj, the captain, knows how important the new ball is going to be. Probably the first change bowler, Mustafiz, is a different sort of a bowler. He doesn't rush in, he doesn't try and swing or seam the ball. He's more like cutters into the pitch. Hassan and Tanzim Hassan Shakib are two bowlers, loves the new ball.
Yeah, he's certainly been sharp. He's hit the bat hard. Nicely driven, nicely driven. That's his strength. Don't bowl that to Nishan Madushka. He will keep driving you all day.
A throw-down delivery. Floated to the batsman. Beautiful head movement. On the up, beautiful. To the offside, Nishan Madushka is so sublime, isn't he? I think full or short, he just creams it. One bounce over the 30-yard circle. Brilliant. With the pace what Tanzim Hassan Shakib is delivering, it's just a matter of hitting the middle part of the bat and it just flies off. There's nothing wrong with the delivery in a way because the bowler has to pitch it up. But this was, for me, Rashad, the floater rather than hitting the deck.
Yeah, I think he was looking for that length. And look at where Madushka is batting. He's looking to get close to the ball. He's batting outside the crease. He knows that area that is a little bit vulnerable. But anything close to him, anything short and wide, those are his go-to shots. Looking much better. Every time it gets pitched up, he gets right behind the ball, body behind it, leans into it. And again, just pushing it firmly. Swung away on the leg side. Another boundary. That time on top of it. I don't think Nishan Madushka will be tested by such deliveries. He's very good with those horizontal shots.
And nothing wrong with the delivery. He was trying to be aggressive. He's being given the ball to pick up wickets. Nothing wrong in letting the batsman have a bouncer. But equal to the task was Nishan Madushka. Rose with the bounce and was trying to play it down as possible rather than playing in the air. That's where two of the Bangladeshi batters perished when they batted. A single to end the over, which had 10 runs, 24-1.
So you want the confidence to hit that high note. Here's how. Get the Harry's starter set. Get our trim and razor, shave gel and travel cover with 30% off and free delivery. With our razor, even your 8th shave will be as smooth as your first. Its 5 German-engineered blades are our sharpest yet. Now with your newfound confidence, that high note is there for the taking. Harry's. Feel good, fellas.
4 overs, Madushka, 14 of 15. Already 3 boundaries. Hassan Mahmood, he's looked very impressive with his line and length. Now the gully has gone away, just a wide slip only. That's the line. This is good running. This is good running, but that is the line that Bangladesh will look to target with Madushka on strike.
Now this occasion, I thought it jagged back a little bit. Kusal Mendes, who had the best seat in the house from the other end, watching Nishan Madushka smashing 3 boundaries in the previous over, or 2 boundaries in the previous over. Finally gets into the striker's end with just 1 delivery he faced, got a single. Important that Kusal Mendes gets some runs for Sri Lanka. Looked good in the last game and done by a natural variation of left-arm spinner. He trapped LBW. I just have the feeling it's just one of those pitchers getting onto the bat with a lot of bounce, just what Kusal Mendes likes it. Matter of getting himself in the first 10 deliveries.
Oh, that again. That's that movement back into the right-hander. Certainly off the seam that time. 2 deliveries, even the previous one.
Yeah, came back sharply. Initially, I thought Kusal Mendes was trying to play outside the off stump. All of a sudden, he just jagged back on a good length. Hassan Mahmood, he was missed in the first ODI as well as the test match up at the SSC. Had a niggle in his neck. Good to see him. Not much when it comes to his bowling run-up. He's just nice and smooth. Leads up to the crease. Gathers in. Just delivers with a lovely seam position.
Yeah, I think what's impressive about him is that his control is good. He's quite nippy as a bowler. Lands on the seam most of the time. And his lines and lengths have been brilliant. He's been asking a lot of questions around that off stump. The movement away from the right-hander when Madhushka was on strike, and now these 2 deliveries back into the right-hander, almost from those identical lines. By no means he's express, but he certainly hits the bat hard. Mid-130s. Oh, this is good. This is really good by Kusal Mendes. A bit too straight by Hassan Mahmood.
No intention to keep the ball around the ground. Intentionally up and over. Slightly fuller, straighter, good heads position by Kusal Mendes. Wasn't happy that he did not time it well, but good enough to earn a boundary through a square leg. Aren't they happy? As the national flag of Sri Lanka flies high.
Yeah, very well done. Work the angle in that area on the leg side open now. There is a fieldsman placed at deep square leg. Kusal Mendes opening up that leg side. That's better. That's a good comeback. Really good comeback.
Seemed like whatever swing which was available in the first couple of overs have disappeared. Probably some seam movement, but nothing in the air. It just disappeared. But still, I think the technique of the batters, especially for the ones who are coming into the crease new, will be tested as enough to keep the fast bowlers interested. Nice nagging length and line, but Hassan Mahmood hits it most of the time. You just have to keep doing that rather than trying to bowl bouncers and trying to be too aggressive the way how Tanzim Hassan operates. A single and a boundary from that over. Oh, hits the stumps. Ricochets. Was that necessary? Absolutely not. And Vridoy at mid-on, he cannot do anything there. And with that ends the over as well. 29 for 1.
Right, early days in that Sri Lanka chase. The worms are very close to each other, almost hugging, but it's just 5 overs. I'm just wondering whether this was necessary. Just take a look. I think the batters were very much in their respective creases. In fact, Nishan Madhushka had rushed back. He's not happy, but then Bangladesh cannot afford to give away runs because they're defending 248. We're going to see spin now. It's going to be Tanvir. It's not an easy time to bowl. Bowling in the power plays with just 2 fielders outside this 30-yard circle.
Sri Lankan left-arm spinner Dunith Wellalage hardly found any turn. Under lights, Will Tanvir Islam find anything? I thought on debut he did really well, apart from getting cramps and couldn't be his 100%, but still he got through his 10 overs. And the way he dismissed Kusal Mendes was impressive. LBW, the previous deliveries turned and bounced, and the next one, natural variation in, cut it into the front pad. This is where Nishan Madhusud got to be smarter. First few overs, I don't think it will turn. It will skid on with the arm.
Got that slip now. He's pushed that. Time just a touch short. Just a hint of turn. Nishan Madhusud gestures to say that it just got stuck in the surface a little bit and didn't arrive. But yeah, the first two deliveries were just sliding on with the arm. Tends to kind of push it through. The left arm spinner bowling with a very new ball with a restricted field. That's better. Just playing through the line.
Playing with the turn, Nishan, that was beautiful. Will one of these batters try and get few boundaries in the power play? That's the tactic. I think it has to be Kusal Mendes than Nishan Madhusud. Because naturally he can be aggressive against left-arm spinners, Kusal. Yes, he missed out in the last game, but I thought a little time he batted, he looked good. Runs in the SSC Test match. So in case if they feel boundaries are needed in the power play, risk has to be taken by Kusal. On the other hand, I don't think Sri Lanka should take any risk. They just should play the ball on its merit.
Down the track, that was easy. Few bouncers for 4. Talking about taking risk, there was no risk there at all. Quite easily done. 34 for 1. Well, that's where the game is at the moment. Sri Lanka need a further 215 runs at 4.89. Now we spoke about Tanvir, that is sliding on, coming in with the arm, and beautifully done here by Mendes.
Yeah, playing with the angle. Not expecting the ball to turn, be down in the circle. Relatively a safe shot in the end. That's Kusal Mendes' game plan. Maximize the power play against the spinner especially.
Bangladesh will need early wickets. They've got the important wicket of Pathum Nissanka, but what they cannot afford is a partnership. Spoke about what the fast bowlers could get with the seam movement. Now as we watch, ball is not moving as much as we did see in the early overs. Batters getting the measure somewhat with the pace and bounce. Madhusud looks far more settled now, 17 of 21. Kusal Mendes striking at 162, getting into his stride. Didn't time it. Looking to go through mid-wicket.
Yeah, wasn't that short? Kusal Mendes showing aggression. It's dangerous when Kusal Mendes is trying to hit boundaries with good strokes rather than trying to be too cheeky. If it's in the arc, if it's in the area, go for it. I think that's his natural game, and that's where he's dangerous at.
Again, this time he finds the gap, but he seemed to be in a mood of wanting to take the bowling on. Didn't time it again, I don't think, but got it in the gap at mid-wicket.
Wasn't that shot again? Picked up the length early, don't think it was nowhere near the middle of the bat. And this is Kusal Mendes for you. Today is that sort of a mode. He's trying to be aggressive, trying to maximize the power play. This is dangerous signs for Bangladesh. He's playing the ball on his merit. Yes, he's taking risk, but not unnecessary risk.
He's looking to set the tone here, looking to capitalize on the power play. Oh, that's a little bit too friendly. Missed out. He missed out on timing for sure. A friendly full toss.
Partnership of 34 in 28. Not much risk being taken. Some wonderful shots. Beginnings for Nishan Madhuskar, who had a good start in the Australian match he played, the second ODI at the Premadasa, scored a half century. The last game missed out inside edge to Taskin Ahmed. This is a massive occasion. There's Avishka Fernando in the bench for Sri Lanka, so he knows this is a chance that he do not want to miss out. It's a Mexican wave on at the R. Premadasa Stadium, the famous. Certainly, from the afternoon, the stands are filled up.
Good crowd, I must say. It's comfortably full. Yeah, they're starting to enjoy themselves. That's good to see. That's really good to see. Last ball of the over. Now, there wasn't a single.
Was Nishan Madhuskar. Rose with the bounce and was trying to play it down as
softly to the right mattress. Through top brands like Silent Night and Arthur, you find the right one for your pocket. We deliver it for free and you try it for 60 nights. And now, with 15% off all our mattresses, trust Mattress Man to find your perfect sleep. Go to mattressman.co.uk.
Almost a full house here. The atmosphere thoroughly enjoyable. The crowd are buying into it. Sri Lanka have a modest chase, 249, the 209 runs away. But they get closer as another drop kick goes for 4.
Yeah, maintaining a run rate is not a problem. The surface is true. It allows the batters to express themselves. And Kusal Mendes certainly is expressing himself. No respect for the left armour, who bowled so well during the first ODI on his debut.
Putting him under pressure, just the 2 allowed, 2 fielders allowed outside the circle. Another 3 overs of that. And Mendes making use of it. Now Mendes kept wickets while Sri Lanka bowled. And he would know exactly what's happening with this pitch, whether they're stern. And all he's doing is hitting through the line. Leg side-ish, he sweeps. He loves that shot.
But taking a bit of risk. With some control with the first delivery. He forced the bowler to change the line and also the pace. And became too easy. 2 successive boundaries for Kusal Mendes. A great start to the over.
That's the line bowlers go to when they want to stop a batter, taking them on. But without protection in the field, there are areas that he can hit him to. Down the ground. He's having a ball. 50 on the board for Sri Lanka.
It seems like Kusal has targeted the left arm spinner. Okay. If I want to score runs, he's the option. A bit of shimmy down the track. Not quite getting to the pitch of the ball, and that was deliberate. to hit the ball aerial.
And he's going towards the onside because of the angle. He hasn't seen the ball turn. And unless Tanvir Islam can get that ball to turn, he'll keep doing this. He'll keep walking at you and he'll keep hitting you through the line. Now, even in the first session, we didn't see a lot of grip. At night, the coolness allows the ball to slide on. Batting becomes ever so easier.
Yeah, during the first ODI, Bangladeshis were doing quite well in their chase, but that collapse didn't help. A needless run out.
Tries to slice it, gets it over. Ball is skipping away. Shanto did well, but not in control at all. But I just feel Shanto might have done a bit of damage to himself. Partnership 50.
Yeah, he almost gave up. There was a twitch, I think, in his hamstring, but still carried on. He is in pain. So is the bowler.
Mendes tried to go to long off because long off moved to long on. Oops! Something happens just there. It's not a boundary, even though he pushes the Toblerone back. Saved his team a single, but the runs have started to flow. You can tell by the row. Here in the Lions' den. Now, does he lift his foot off that mark before he touches the ball? I think he's fine. Yes, just about.
He'll be attended by a physiotherapist. He'll try and address the problem over there. Is it the abductor or
what?
Or the hamstring?
Mendes. It's a good time of the evening for a Mendes special.
Very impressive during the first ODI, Kusal Mendes, and he started off in a grand fashion. Entertaining almost capacity crowd here. That's why they have flocked in to see Sri Lankan batters play well.
While he's feasting on some runs. Sri Lanka cricket, well, lots of initiatives. Embarks on green energy initiative with solar power. Here at the R. Premadasa Stadium, which will maintain a better environment. Climate change is a massive factor, and going into renewable energy to maintain and use the Premadasa Stadium and its facilities will contribute to a cleaner environment. 57 for 1 after 8. Yeah, Colombo City, very different picture, lots of developments around here. A vibrant city it is. And when we look at what's happening here at the R. Premadasa Stadium too. And only look forward to good things, contribution to the environment as well, contributing to Sri Lanka's cause. And making it look simple is Kusal Mendes.
He's in the mood. He's not afraid to play his strokes. He's taking on every bowler so far he has faced. That was played with haughty disdain. Wasn't that shot?
Oh yes, instinctive player. Lot of weight transfer, and he's very good at going low on that or bending that back leg. Transfer the weight slightly onto the back foot and use his bottom hand. Offside, leg side, it doesn't matter. He's finding the gap.
Russell, he is going like a runaway train. No stopping. You know, he's turning good deliveries into bad deliveries. Once again, wasn't an ordinary delivery, but good footwork enabled him to pick up another boundary of the over.
The ball sliding on a lot more than the earlier session. More bounce. Oh, Mr. Mohan's in the house and he's enjoying all the stroke play. More runs. 4 of them as well.
Forced the bowler to change the line and the pace. He resorted to a slow delivery, but wasn't able to bring any impression on Kusal Mendes, who's looking dangerous. A deft touch. Third boundary.
Oh, they're enjoying it. Super Saturday at the moment here in Colombo. Will that be the 4th boundary of the over? Yes, it is. Kusal Mendes, 51 off 20. 9 fours and a 6. His second fastest 50 in ODIs for Kusal Mendes. Oh, aren't they loving it?
Oh, he's so efficient off the back foot. Such an elegant player to watch. Easy on the eyes and a reliable batter. 4th successive boundary for Kusal Mendes.
His fastest 50 came off 19 balls against the West Indies up in Pallekele, where we head for the 3rd ODI. Mustafizur brought in as the most experienced Bangladeshi bowler, with everything falling apart around him. Unfortunately, it's gotten a lot worse.
He's taken the liking towards the left-arm bowler, whether it's a spinner or a fast bowler. It's been manhandling them.
Down the ground, does he get it through? No, he doesn't. Nishan Madhushka enjoying the stroke player at the other end, forgot that he needs to run. 74 for 1.
Why do we have to wait for the good things in life? Like a lion. First dip of a summer holiday. First kick of a new season. Barbecue weather. A bigger place with more space. A job that works for me.
Ready?
I'm done waiting. Amoda 9, your best life now.
Towards reducing the stadium's carbon footprint and promoting renewable energy within the sporting community. Well, that's a great way of using the stadium's roof, isn't it? 146 kilowatts of clean energy can be produced. When fully operational, it's still work in progress, but we're well into it. Last over of the power play.
Well, with those solar panels, you won't be requiring a generator. But he's on generator. Kusal Mendes. Full of energy. Full of ideas.
Well, he's got the momentum now. He looks like he's setting himself up for a big one. Required rate down to 4. Not that the batters look under pressure at all. Then the pitch seems a good one. Surely we can't have a freakish collapse once again. We go by what how the pitch played in the previous game. It was good. At night, bit more pace, bounce, less turn. Oh, edge gone. Madhushkar's gone. He tries to hit it down the ground, but he slices it. Give yourself a chance to claw yourself back. A slip weight.
Kamindu Mendes on strike. Force him into playing dot deliveries.
Run and a wicket so far. You were talking about the comeback. He finishes strong for 2.
वन भूमि पर बिना इजाजत की बनी झोपड़ियों को पुलिस तोड़ने जा रही है।
हम लोगों को जमीन चाहिए।
Intelligence report have stated that the strike is supported by the Maoist groups.
बॉडी में से जो बुलेट हमें मिली इस राइफल से फायर हुई है। मेरी राइफल है।